Hi, I'm Terrinique Show, founder of the best-selling naturally curly hair care brand Belle, and host of the Terrinique Show, a show where we talk about hair, a woman's crowning glory. I'm so happy that you've allowed us to be a part of your hair care journey, and I hope that you enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Terrinique Show. I am your host, Terrinique Show, and I'm so happy that you decided to join us for yet another episode. Please, if the information that we share in this episode is helpful to you on your hair journey, please like, subscribe, follow. We are the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. The Terrinique Show everywhere. And please give this video a thumbs up on YouTube because it helps us reach more people who need help with their hair care journey. In today's episode, we are going to talk about 6 ways to prevent single strand knots. So single strand knots are some of the worst knots that you can have in your hair because just as the name implies, it is a knot that is formed from a single strand of hair, and it is very difficult to detangle your hair after a knot has formed on a single strand of hair. So the best thing to do with single strand knots is to completely prevent them. For example, if you have your hair like it's a matting situation where you have several strands of hair matted together, there's an easy way to get rid of hair that is matted. So what you can do, and what I recommend that you do, is spray that portion of the hair lightly with water. So you want the hair to be damp, right? And then after you've sprayed it with water, apply a rinse out conditioner to that section, and you want to leave it on that section of hair for a minimum of 1 hour. The longer the better. The longer the rinse out conditioner is on the matted section of hair, you will see that the hair starts to loosen up, right? Another good thing to apply to this section of hair that is matted would be an oil blend. So I would recommend topping off the rinse out conditioner with an oil blend and leaving it on for a long period of time. If you have girls or children that have curly hair, you would run into this problem where the hair gets really matted because they're playing all day. Their hair, is just not staying in place. They go to sleep and it's just everywhere, and it causes a lot of matting. So the solution to this is before wash day, gently damp the hair with a spray bottle of water and soak the hair in rinse out conditioner and an oil blend. I would recommend our Belle Mango Guava Conditioner because it has a lot of slip and it will loosen up all the tangled curls and allow you to gently glide through the matted and tangled section to get the knots out. Also, using an oil blend will seal in moisture, but it also allows the hair to be a little bit more slippery so that the hair is loosened up and you can untangle the mat. Okay, but let's go to how to prevent single strand knots because that's why we're really here. But these are healthy tips that will help you to maintain a healthy head of hair that is detangled. Because the worst thing that can happen to curly hair is for it to get so tangled that you just have to cut it off, and then you're left with these like uneven pieces in the hair, and it's not a good situation for anyone. So here are our 6 top tips for getting rid of single strand knots. First of all, get regular trims. So everyone knows that the ends of our hair, so the end of the hair strand is the oldest, and because it's the oldest part of the hair, it's also the driest part. People that have curly hair, they tend to have drier hair than people that have straight hair. And this is because The natural sebum that is produced by our scalp to moisturize the hair strands cannot travel to the ends of curly hair, because curly hair has a lot of twists and winds and waves. Whereas with straight hair, the sebum just can run down easily the strand because the pathway is straight instead of twists and turns like with curly hair. So that is why you'll see, even if you are like, you have a healthy diet, you're hydrating, you're drinking your water, you will see that the ends of your hair will be drier because the natural moisture that your scalp is producing does not reach to the ends of the hair. Because of this, the ends of the hair will become dry, brittle, and are more susceptible to single strand knots, or, that hair twisting and getting tangled. So one way to prevent single strand knots is when you see that your ends are frayed or they're splitting or they're really dry, beyond repair is to get regular trims to prevent further knotting of the hair and single strand knots. So that is the best way to just maintain a good ends to get rid of single strand knotting. Secondly, to prevent the driest part of your hair from really getting damaged and dried out, a good thing to incorporate in your hair care routine is oiling your ends. What oiling your ends would look like is before you go to bed at night. So when you're doing your facial, your skincare routine, some women have 7 steps, 20 steps, whatever. I don't have any steps. All I do is take a shower, exfoliate my face, and that's about it. And then I maybe put on some almond oil at night. So when you're doing your skincare routine, incorporate a hair care routine in your regimen. So oil your ends. What oiling your ends will do is it will seal in the moisture. So right before you go to bed, get a little water bottle, and spray your ends lightly with water, and then grab an oil blend, like something that has a good base of, I would say, castor oil, and put that on the tips of the hair. It's easy, it's simple, and it will save you from getting single strand knots from your hair knotting. It's also a great way to retain length, because we know that we retain length by our hair growing. And as our hair grows, we want to maintain the ends of the hair. So if you can protect the ends of the hair by putting on an oil blend every night or every other night, this will help with length retention. So your ends won't split, they won't look dry and brittle, they won't break, and you will have to trim less because you are taking care of the ends of your hair. So grab an oil blend. We have a nice one, which is our Kurlee Tropical Oils blend. It's made with castor oil, jojoba oil, avocado oil. So you can put this on the ends of your hair, and it's really lightweight and it's not greasy at all. So it's great for sealing the ends of the hair. Or you can try our Bahama Glow Hair and Strengthening Oil. This is made from castor oil and mango oil, and also moringa and jojoba oil. It smells so good, guys. It smells just delicious, but it's also very lightweight. And you just take a few drops of this and put it in the palms of your hand. If you can see, you see how lightweight it is? It's basically liquid gold. And just put it, a few drops in the palms of your hand and rub it on the ends before you go to sleep, and protect your ends at night. This will help you with length retention, and it also will help with, stopping and preventing single strand knots. Number 3, you want to detangle your hair properly. Rushing through detangling because it takes long and you get frustrated is a no-no. When you rush through the detangling process, it causes breakage on the hair, and it also causes you to get more knots and matting in the hair. So you don't want to do that. You want to schedule your wash day. Plan your wash day, and the night before your wash day, you can lightly spray your dry hair with water and then apply a rinse out conditioner and an oil blend to your hair. So you're doing like a conditioning pre-poo to your hair so that you soften up your hair and it is ready for wash day the next day. When I say it is ready, it is more manageable and it is softer for wash day the next day. Another tip for detangling is to section your hair before and during the detangling process. So you want to create 4 big sections, a line down the middle and across. So 4 big sections of hair, and then you can further separate the sections into 2. So you'll have 8 sections, and twist each section and put a butterfly clip on it, and then apply your rinse out conditioner and your oil. Leave that on overnight. So when you wake up in the morning and you go to shampoo your hair is already detangled. The process is already done for you. So detangle your hair properly and schedule your wash days. Number 4, protect your hair at night. A lot of us do not like to go through the extra effort of protecting our hair at night. Personally, I don't want to sleep with a bonnet on. I want to look cute while I'm sleeping. I am just not into bonnets. I'm not a bonnet person. That's just who I am, and I've always been like this. I think it comes from like when you watch movies and you see like the women, they're going to bed and they just lay on their pillow and they don't have anything on their hair, and you know, it's just a regular day for them. It's not like I have to put something on my head and go to sleep looking like this, right? I think I have that ingrained in my mind. So I'm like, I just want to look how I look normally while I am awake, while I'm sleeping. So I'm not a fan of bonnets. What I do have is a satin pillowcase, and that's a great option for people that don't like bonnets. And also, I don't like anything tight around my hair. I don't like to wear like caps or hats or anything that is gonna be tight on my head. So if you're not interested in that, then you know, bonnets are not for you. I will wear a scarf though. Scarves are great options also, but sometimes scarves, they slip off. But if, you know, I'm gonna wearing a ponytail at night and I wanna secure that ponytail, I will put on a scarf. So you wanna protect your hair at night with a silk, satin bonnet, scarf, or a pillowcase. What essentially happens when you sleep at night and what these things prevent, the pillowcase, the bonnet, the scarf, they prevent friction. While you're sleeping, you're tossing, turning, or however you sleep, maybe you don't even move when you sleep. What happens is the hair rubs up against, say, a cotton surface, and it gets really, it disturbs it, and it's just a lot of friction, and it causes your strands to knot up. So if you are using a satin pillowcase, it limits the friction, between your hair and the pillowcase, and it prevents single strand knots, drying out, knotting, you know, the fabric absorbing moisture from the hair. So that's why it's good to protect your hair at night. Number 5, you want to deep condition your hair every time you wash. If your hair is prone to single strand knotting or detangling, then deep conditioning every night is a must for you. This is something that you should always do. It's just have it as a rule of thumb. I'm gonna deep condition my hair. What deep conditioning does is it strengthens the hair, it protects it, it makes it more moisturized, it detangles it, softens it, and all of these things prevent single strand knotting, right? So deep condition every time you wash or shampoo your hair. Number 6, you want to keep your hair hydrated. Hydrated hair is healthy hair, is slippery hair, is moisturized hair. You want to hydrate your hair every single day if you have curly or coily hair. If your hair, you find that you have oily hair, then that's another situation. You're gonna have to shampoo your hair more frequently and you can, your hair is already like always moisturized, but you're gonna have to shampoo more, and you don't have to do as much hydrating as somebody who has coily hair or curly hair. What hydrating your hair looks like on a daily basis is lightly spraying with water. We know that water is the #1 moisturizer, and then applying a water-based leave-in conditioner. What the leave-in conditioner will do is provide slip for the hair to prevent detangling and to prevent single strand knots. It will also hydrate the hair and allow the moisture to stay into the strands. Another step to hydrating the hair is sealing the hair. You can seal the hair with a light oil blend, like I mentioned previously, and that will give you healthy, shiny hair and prevent single strand knotting. So again, let's go over the 6 ways to prevent single strand knotting. #1, get regular trims. When you get regular trims, you cut off the dry, split ends of the hair and prevent single strand knots from forming, okay? So regular trims or keeping an eye on your ends are very important. #2, oil the ends at night. Oiling your ends at night will prevent it from being dry, brittle, and of course knotting. #3, detangle your hair properly. What that looks like is scheduling your wash day so that you can do a pre-poo before your wash day so your hair is already moisturized and soft enough for detangling. #4, protect your hair at night with a satin or silk pillowcase, bonnet, or scarf. This will prevent friction, the hair getting dry and brittle, and just keeping the hair in place. So you want to protect your hair at night. #5, deep condition your hair every time you wash. If your hair is prone to dryness, single strand knotting, or breakage, deep conditioning your hair every time you shampoo is an absolute must. You cannot get away from this. Your hair probably is high porosity and it's very dry. It absorbs water quickly and releases it quickly. So you need to deep condition your hair every time you wash to prevent breakage, dryness, and single strand knots. And #6, keep your hair hydrated. So you want to hydrate your hair daily. If you see that your hair is more on the drier side and your hair is prone to getting single strand knots, what hydrating daily looks like is having a spray bottle with a water-based leave-in conditioner. You spray the hair lightly and you apply the conditioner every day. You can do this at night, every night, but you need to be doing it every day. So I hope that these tips were helpful to you. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. We have the Terrinique Show on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Everywhere, the Terrinique Show. Have a great day.